the Minister of Finance pointed out that the primary deficit was 4.3% of the gross domestic product at the end of 2022. He highlighted that by the end of 2023, the primary deficit had shrunk to a mere 0.3%, representing a 4 percentage point decrease. He anticipated a surplus of 0.5% of GDP by the end of this year and 1.5% of GDP by next year. According to him, the primary deficit by the end of 2022 was 4.3% of GDP. By the end of 2023, the primary deficit had reduced to just 0.3%, which is about a 4 percentage point decline in the primary deficit. They are expecting to end this year with a surplus of 0.5% of GDP and then the next year to 1.5% of GDP. He further stated that the progress is good, recovery is strong, and the economy is heading very quickly to stabilization, which is what it needs to generate growth.
The Ghana Police Service says it has arrested 2 men for their alleged involvement in the killing of a U.S. national at Yinansin near Cape Coast in the Central Region. In a statement issued by the service on Sunday, April 21, it says the 2 suspects, Wisdom Sete, a Togolese, and Yusuf Afrim, were arrested on Friday, April 19 at Asin Praso in the Central Region for their alleged involvement in the alleged murder of Naomi Jehubia.
According to the police, its preliminary probe shows that Wisdom Sete, who is believed to be the financier of the disease, allegedly conspired with Yusuf Afrim to kill Naomi Jehubia. It said the remains of the disease have since been deposited at Cape Coast Teaching Hospital for preservation and autopsy. The people said 2 vehicles owned by the deceased have been retrieved from the suspects, who are currently in police custody assisting in investigations.
And now in business, the National Petroleum Authority has stated that the only way to mitigate the consistent rise in the price of petroleum products is to introduce subsidies. Abbas Tasunti, head of economic regulation at the National Petroleum Authority, told the media on Saturday, April 20, that it is important to investigate the factors accounting for the price hikes, which he said are not peculiar to Ghana.
Abbas Tasunti, head of economic regulation at the National Petroleum Authority, attributed the price hikes to the exchange rate differences, which he said contributed to the worsening prices. He added that it is important to know what is accounting for the rise, and the rise is not peculiar to Ghana. Even the US and Europe, they are also grappling with the same situation, and every country is concerned. Countries that tend to import fuel using US dollars tend to suffer more when their currencies are not that strong, so Ghana will have a double impact. According to him, the only way to keep the price from moving up is to subsidize, but we are all aware that Ghana has stopped doing that since July 2015 because of its own challenges, and so we are exposed to the volatility of the prices.
Away from business, now in some political stories. Salam Mustafa, the national youth organizer of the New Patriotic Party, recently highlighted the strong anti-corruption credentials of the party's flag bearer, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. During a campaign tour of the Ashanti region, Mustafa emphasized that Dr. Bawumia's record as both a technocrat and a politician is unblemished when it comes to corruption allegations.
In contrast, Mustafa pointed out the flag bearer of the National Democratic Congress (NDC), John Dramani Mahama, has faced numerous allegations of corruption. Mustafa challenged anyone to provide evidence of corruption against Dr. Bawumia, maintaining that the NPP's flag bearer surpasses Mahama in any anti-corruption assessment. The campaign tour aims to prepare the NPP youth wing for the upcoming limited voter registration exercise organized by the Electoral Commission and rally the youth of the region to support the NPP government in their pursuit of the Break the Eight agenda.
Has called on the Speaker of Parliament Urban Bagbin to probe the Electoral Commission's unaccounted biometric verification devices and part of biometric verification registration kits to ensure that the December polls are free and fair. In a statement from the General Secretary of the NDC, Fifi Fiabi Korte, dated April 18, the party said it is their hope that with the collaboration of the General Secretary of the NDC and the Minority Caucus in Parliament, Parliament will thoroughly investigate the matter to bring a closure to the matter and to ensure a free and fair, transparent election in December 2024.
The party disclosed that after the minority leader Kaisal Atufosin raised concerns over missing BVDs and BVR kits in Parliament, which sparked public and social media interest, the Functional Executive Committee of the NDC decided to delve deeper into the issue. The NDC said the FEC's involvement in the fray and the subsequent admission by the EC's chairperson at the Inter-Party Advisory Committee meeting on the 9th of April 2024 that the biometric equipment was indeed stolen culminated in a major press conference by the party on 15th of April 2024. The statement added that on April 16th, the NDC thoroughly discussed the missing equipment's potential impact on the upcoming December elections. It stated that at its meeting on the 16th of April 2024, NDC again deliberated extensively on the missing equipment, especially on the effect this could have on the December general elections. The NDC said the party's FEC therefore agreed to refer the matter to the Speaker's August office and to respectfully request his assistance in investigating the matter further. It added that NDC is also ready to provide a technical IT team to assist in the investigation.
And now in sports. Ghana Premier League side Dream FC held Egyptian giant Zamalek FC to a stalemate in the first leg of their CAF Confederation Cup tie on Sunday evening. The two teams met in Cairo in the semi-finals of the competition, with Dreams looking to continue on their fairy tale ride.
The Ghanaian side will leave the game the happier side after restricting the host to a scoreless game. Zamalek got the fans rallying behind them in the opening stage of the game as they searched for a brilliant start to the game. However, they still believe Lars held their nerves and sustained the early pressure that came along despite seeing very little of the ball. The Egyptian side had the upper hand in terms of ball possession as well as chances created, but could only hit 2 shots on target in the opening half, which were all saved by Dreams goalkeeper Solomon Agbasi. Zamalek's dominance shot up in the second half of the game, firing 15 attempts but managed just 4 on target. Dreams, on the other hand, could only manage 3 shots after the races, with 1 going on target. Agbasi's 6 saves on the day meant Dreams picked up a draw on the road in the first of 2 encounters against the continental giant. Dreams, who are playing in the competition for the first time, will now look to get the better of the Egyptians when they host them at the Baba Yara Stadium in return leg next week. Karim Zito's side are yet to lose at home since the start of the competition.
And this is all we have for you on our midday news. I'm Khadija Tukubra Kailani. Have a good afternoon.